So if I'm not mistaken, I'm just checking if the voting is closed, not to have the confusion, just reloading the page. Okay, so number 3 is your Anastamosis from Hungary. Hi.
Oh,
Greetings.
wonderful. Congratulations.
Very much.
Thank you. And okay, number 2 is Wizard
Yo,
from Belarus. Vasily, congratulations.
that is just great.
Congratulations. And then number one for today is Matorika from Russia. Congratulations, guys.
That is just wonderful. Congratulations. Yes, you'll be presenting the region. How much more Eastern European can you get, right? Welcome to our World Finals. You will know more from our event manager, from Marina. She will tell you about that. And wow, that is really cool. And Alexander, did you guess this?
You mean would you like to see the startup, the winner in our VC house? Of course, Anna.
Oh yes, see how wonderful that is. Okay, can we have poll results to see what did our judges answer? Oh, how interesting. Local VCs were extremely active, you think, and lots of extraordinary startups appeared. And also new ecosystems had the well, that is really good. But local VCs, dear judges, who are the local VCs if not you? And that means you were extremely active, which is good because the highest year of investments in Europe was 2019, almost 42 billion of dollars, and 2020 was 40 billion of dollars. So it's like relatively the same. But let's talk about it. Frederick, what was your answer to the poll?
It was exactly this, Anna. I've seen a lot of more activities and new VCs and CVCs appearing in Europe, so there is a big move. And of course, we're a little behind the US, as trends start over there, and then you discover it here. But it's also a combination of that there are more startups actually coming to the market. It's been more and more a necessity in many ways, and younger people are very eager to go with a startup rather than going with a traditional corporate, So there are more startups in Europe as well, because I meet many that are recently started, and also then many who want to capitalize on that and invest.
Okay, thank you. But have you been more active in 2020 than years before?
Yeah, we have as well been more active, So because we see that you need to be on this train, and especially with the green tech happening everywhere, that's also a really fast move. We're talking to other corporates and other startups within this area in green tech, and you see that some of them, we're trying to get in and invest in some of them, and it's really hard because other investors are already there. Even though they're mostly unknown, there's so many people, there's a lot of capital out there, and there's also a lot of interesting opportunities happening in this green tech movement, especially.
That is good. I know that Dmitry from DTech knows a lot about the green energy. And do you agree with Frederick? What was your pick in this poll?
It's very interesting topic because the green energy is vital for our surveillance our planet. So, I agree with Frederick, and we are going to expand our presence not only in Ukraine and in Europe as well in green energy sector as well. So we are going to invest in this sector.
That's really cool. Thank you, Dmitry, for telling us that. That's wonderful. Also, I see Paul from Austria also with us. Can you please tell us how is it happening in Austria? Has been Austria really active in 2020?
Yes, I hope you can hear me. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we hear you, we see you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, there is a lot of activity. Very much, I think, directed towards follow-up investments. There have been a lot of financing rounds in 2019, which probably were a little bit too small for the expectations. And then when COVID hit, there was the demand. So from our experience, a lot of venture funds stopped looking actively at new opportunities, but rather focused on let's say follow-up rounds and support for existing investments. That has changed meanwhile, as far as I know, and since Q4, I think it's again regular activity.
Okay, thank you. But mostly, do you invest in Europe, or you also look for some other regions all over the world?
You mean the Austrian venture capitalists?
Yep, mainly. And you personally, yes.
Yes. So it's it's not only not outside Europe. Most of the transactions are Austria, a little bit Germany, and of course a huge part of interest as well for Danube Angels as for all the funds is Central Eastern Europe, because you know, in the 90s the banks started, the insurance companies, so we have a certain affinity in this region. So most is directed towards this region. I'm not aware of, let's say, substantial investments outside Europe. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul, a lot for sharing that with us. And Pavel Veslovsky from Moscow, PricewaterhouseCoopers, you also are looking for startups and innovative ideas, right? And investing also, helping them to grow. Can you tell us what's your main point in that? Has it changed in 2020, or is it the same as it was in 2019? Pavel, are you with us? I can see you, but I cannot hear you. Okay, let's go then to Jakub. Have you been investing in Eastern Europe lately? Oh, we cannot hear. Can you say a little bit louder?
Not Eastern Europe, but we have invested in Eastern European founders and helped them to come to the US. And if we talk about data rather than my opinion, like as an example, the UK saw 20% increase on the startup investment last year compared to the previous year. And if you look into the investors, the background, where did the money come from? Over 60% of the money came outside the UK. And if you look into the investment, again, close to $1 billion investment happened in Berlin. The very same, over 60% of it came outside the German investment area. To be more precise, it came from Southeast Asia or the US. Now, why I'm really mentioning it, the US-based venture capitalists see opportunity in these regions, and the more I get engaged with these parties here, the better I understand these days. I can see that they see it as an underdog, an undercapitalized market, and therefore an opportunity. However, at the same time, when we are speaking to European-based venture capitalists, they're extremely conservative and they're extremely bureaucratic in most cases. It takes way too much, and it's not just because of them. The notary issue is killing most of the fundraising activities. In Eastern Europe, as an example, or Spain, it can take you up to 8 months just to get the notary approve you to receive an investment. In the US, this takes as a matter of 1 day. In fact, you can finalize it. I'm sure Gary can comment on this further on.
Thank you, Jakub. Yes, we greatly depend we cannot be decentralized because we finally, when we make an agreement, investment agreement, we depend on the government of the countries where the company is registered, right? Where the investors are registered. So we depend on the state support of the ecosystems. Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, no, I mean, so, you know, I'm a country boy from Pennsylvania, so it's always keep it simple, stupid. And from my standpoint, look at the incredible math and science capabilities in Eastern Europe. You know, really, they're higher than any other place on the planet Earth today. And so the incredible amount of talent there's underserved. The trouble, the challenge is that you have very humble founders in many cases that don't really, and they're many times have technical backgrounds. So they're not marketing, sales, business development oriented. The other thing with COVID, the challenge is access to the rest of the world, how to go global. And so when you have this kind of mix, you've got incredible talent. And by the way, I'm seeing this in Africa. I know we've done the African unicorn events. I'm seeing it in Australia. I'm seeing lots of pockets of opportunity that I've never seen before. So I think with, you know, and then we look at areas like artificial intelligence and quantum computing, very, very scientific, very, very math intense. And so having those types of companies like we've seen today, it's critically important. And having a platform like, you know, Startup Network and having these unicorn events are key, because you can't, it's like having a Ferrari. If you keep the Ferrari in the garage and only you see the Ferrari, you never get a chance to really take it out in the track and test it. So the key is getting out there. So what we do is we use Silicon Valley as a port. As you know, I started in Russia. I started Startup Academy at Skolkovo, and GVA launched Gurus, accelerators. So I've been doing this, you know, 17 companies, 2 unicorns. I've been doing it a long time. And the net is, this is an unparalleled opportunity. Now, the other thing is, the secret sauce is the family offices that I talk to every single day around the world have become extremely active, which we had not seen before. And the difference before is, instead of having their partners get involved, the family members of the offices are getting involved. The problem is, it's a very close-knit society, right? So I know, because we're dealing with a few of them. And so I think, you know, today it was incredible. And I think the opportunity is now. I think platforms like Startup Network are critically important.
Thank you, Gary. Yes, we are eager to help any region of the world, but we love Eastern Europe as well as you do also. And what can I say? If anybody wants to comment, you are more than welcome. Hello, Aldo. Thank you for waking up so early up in Peru. It's maybe nighttime still, right? Oh, we cannot hear you. We have problems, yeah, hearing you, but we can see you. That's really good. We can wave at you. Nope, we cannot hear you. Nope, nothing. We see your mouth moving. Yeah, yeah. But stay safe, yes, and hope for the next battle you'll fix your audio channel. And because our next battle will be very interesting. We are going to Middle East to discover great opportunities. So I'm more than welcome. I'm welcoming you to the Middle East. To hope you will join us for this wonderful battle that we're gonna have, because we have only 2 more unicorn battles: Middle East and Silicon Valley. And then we're gonna have the world finals, the first world finals this year. So thank you, Marina, very much for this great event. Thank you all for joining us. Please stay safe, take care of yourself, and I'll be sure to see you at our future unicorn events all over the world. See you guys.
Thanks everybody for joining us today, and looking forward to see you at the Unicorn Battles Finals February.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Anna. Great event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
See you too. Bye-bye.
Ну, сейчас нас могут выкинуть с автомата.